I'm back. Let's dive in. What's going on, everyone, and happy Monday. I hope you guys all had a great weekend. We are back with some NBA best bets. Quite the weekend of basketball we just had, including that Suns Mavericks game we just had this morning. That was a wild one. That was a lot of fun to watch. This Suns team might be for real. But over the weekend, 4-2 weekend, we will take it. Up 1.96 units. We wanted more, but we had a rough loss to end the night tonight. But we'll talk about that. Real quick, this is a special week for our channel, guys. We are 42 subscribers away from 1,000. That is just wild to me. So by the end of this week, we need to have 1,000. Share it with everybody you know. If you are new to this channel and watching, please hit that subscribe button. We have been growing. Started in like August, September last year. 42 away from our first goal of 1,000. Thank you guys. We really appreciate it. And by the way, don't forget to hit that like button. I will pause for a second again for you to hit it. Okay, thank you. Appreciate that, guys. Hey, 28 likes last video. We're getting there. Let's keep it up. I really appreciate the support. We have a 6-game slate this Monday. We got 2 NBA best bets for you, but we may add one tomorrow when more props come out. But you know what? Let's go over the weekend bets recap first to start out. Here we go. We went 4-2. There we are. We had a 3-0 Friday, and we blew it on Sunday, unfortunately. We already went over the Friday with some recap videos, but Sunday, Nets Thunder Moneyline Parlay. Guys, we have been on an absolute tear with Moneyline Parlays. I think we've won like 5 or 6 in a row. They both won by double digits. Easy minus 110 winner. The under 228 Grizzlies and Clippers. See, I thought that was for the first 3 quarters, but apparently it's for the full game, and we didn't even come close. The Clippers are an absolute joke of an NBA team. They can't play D, even without John Morant. It didn't matter. Cam Johnson over 17.5 points. He decided to go 3 of 13 today. He left the game a little bit for an injury, but came back. He just didn't shoot well. Bridges went off. Welcome to player props. But 4-2 weekend after the All-Star break, 17-14, up 3.01 units. 5 of 7 winning days last week, guys. That was huge for us. So we are back at it this week, and we're going to give you 2 best bets. But before we do, we are going to go over some injuries. Okay, let's look at the injuries for this 6-game slate on Monday. And this is the reason you're not going to get a ton of player props out of us yet. Let's go over this list. Tobias Harris, questionable. Tyrese Halliburton, he's good to go, but he has been questionable before. They're on the second night of a back-to-back, so it's more just keep an eye on him to make sure he doesn't show up on the injury report. Big one, Donovan Mitchell, questionable for the big showdown versus the Celtics. Robert Williams for the Celtics is out. Malcolm Brogdon, it shows he's out, but he might be questionable for this game, so make sure to check that. De'Aaron Fox is a big one for the Kings. He is questionable. He runs that offense. If he's not there, it changes how the Kings run their offense and how the game flows, and so that's a big one. Jonas Valanciunas for the Pelicans, he is questionable as well. So there is a ton of injuries. That's why it's been kind of hard finding some bets for you, but we got 2 really good ones for you today. Once we get more clarity on these injuries tomorrow, we may have an added play, so be sure to check those pinned comments tomorrow for any added play. But without further ado, let's get into the best bets. Okay, here we go. It is game number 1. The Portland Trailblazers versus the Detroit Pistons. 2 outstanding basketball teams. That's right. Blazers 5.5-point favorites. No over-under as of recording of this video. The injuries here are just a lot. Okay, let's just take a breather. Let's get into it. Nurkic and Simons are still out for the Blazers. 2 starters, 2 big pieces. They've been out for a little while now. The Pistons, I mean, we could just say their whole roster. Bojan Bogdanovic, their leading scorer, he is out. Isaiah Stewart, their big man, out. Hayes is questionable. Killian Hayes, their point guard. James Wiseman, questionable. Jalen Duren, their rookie, out tomorrow. I mean, it is bonkers. I am actually going to stretch really well tonight just in case they call me to play for them tomorrow. I mean, it is that bad right now. So, Pistons are already the worst team in the NBA. And now you're saying they're missing 5 guys? This is getting close to a really good college team. I'm not going to lie. So, Pistons 15-49. Like I said, the worst record in the NBA. The worst home record in the NBA. Last 10, Blazers 4-6, and the Pistons are 1-9, which I think is pretty good for them, actually, 1-9. They did get a win. I think it was against the Spurs, though, just so you know. But there's not a lot to talk about. You don't want to hear me talk about this game for too long. Let's get into it. The best bet. We're back with it, baby. Money line parlay, first leg, Blazers money line, baby. Oh, doggy. I don't have a lot of great things to say about this Blazers team. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to sit here and say the Blazers are great or anything like that. They are hard to trust, but they are playing the Detroit Pistons with nobody healthy. I don't know what else I can say. Um, the Pistons just absolutely suck versus point guards. And I don't know if you know, but Damian Lillard is a good point guard in this league. Yeah, he's averaging almost like 40 points per game in the last 10 games. So I think Dame is going to absolutely go off. The Pistons give up the most three balls to point guards. So Dame's over under, I think, is 4.5. I didn't take it, but I mean, he could easily hit 7 or 8 this game as long as he's shooting pretty well. So I just think the Blazers, Damian Lillard, Jeremy Grant, they still got some pieces on their team that are much better than what Detroit is putting out there. I like the Blazers money line, first leg of the parlay. Let's go finalize this parlay with the second leg. All right, here we go. It is the second leg to our parlay, and also we have an additional bet on this game. It is not a part of the moneyline parlay. It's an added bet. You may already know who it is if you've been following me. So here we go. Raptors at Nuggets. Nuggets minus 7.5. Over under 227.5. Injury wise, guys, unlike the last game, both teams are pretty healthy. I mean, no big injuries to any players. Home and away, Raptors 12-20 on the road. I've talked about this before, and this is just mind blowing to me. The Nuggets are 29-4 at home. That's almost 100%. 29 of 33 games. That's just unbelievable. You know where I'm heading with this already. It is the Nuggets money line for a best bet to pair with the Blazers, and you get minus 105. Almost even money for me to have the Nuggets to just win at home for the 30th time this year, and also for the Blazers to beat a very, very unhealthy Pistons team. I mean, guys, sign me up for that. So, Nuggets money line, we know all about it. The Raptors have been a good team. They've been competing lately, but there's just no way they can in Denver. They struggle against elite teams, and I don't think guys like Anunoby and Scotty Barnes and Jakob Pertl, I don't think they can keep up offensively at all with this Nuggets team. I just expect Jokic to have a big game again, and they're just going to be way too much. I mean, 7.5 point favorites tells you that the Nuggets should win pretty easily. All I need them to do is win the game by 1 point. That's it. Them and the Blazers put it together. Minus 105 money line parlay for bet number one, and bet number two. I'm going to pause. Yep, you already know where I'm going. It's the man, about to be three-time MVP, Nikola Jokic, triple-double, plus 115. Guys, we're going to keep taking it. We took him last game, and we won money. They're going to keep throwing plus money out there for us. 11 of the last 12 home games, he's done it. Like, if anybody else has done something 11 of the last 12 home games, you're probably getting like minus 130, minus 140 odds, right? At least. Like, plus 115 on DraftKings, I just saw. 11 of the last 12 home games. I don't need to say much more. He is the man. The offense runs through him. I expect him to get another triple-double. And you know what? I'm just going to keep pounding it until the odds get worse. And we might lose some of them, but we're still going to win overall because we're getting plus money, and he's hitting this a ton. So I love it. Nikola Jokic, over, or not over, triple-double, plus 115. Lock that in as our second best bet. We do not have any player props right now. There has been some that I'm thinking about, waiting for some player props to come out. Bam Adebayo, I was close to getting his 28.5 points rebounds. You may see that tomorrow. I'm still thinking about that. He's got a great matchup with Atlanta again. And there's some other ones. Clint Capella has a bad matchup, but I haven't seen his player props come out yet. So there's a lot on our mind right now. We'll have something added tomorrow more than likely, but those are our two best bets. Let's go to that bets recap page from March 6th. There we go. Blazers Nuggets money line parlay minus 105. And then Nikola Jokic triple-double at plus 115. Check those pinned comments for any added plays tomorrow. And that's what we got, guys. 6-game slate. I appreciate all the support, man. This has been awesome. I want this to be a special week. I want to get to that 1,000 subscriber mark. It's been fun. Discord's been a ton of fun. We win together, lose together. Hopefully, you guys can join if you haven't already. They answer any questions. We got a lot of good minds in there. So, thanks again for watching. I appreciate it, and we'll be back tomorrow. Take care.